Hello, dear friends. So, from your questions, I feel that I should start from the end because there is some uncertainty about what are dimensions, densities, or realities in relation to when we are speaking, how we are shifting. So, first, I would like to speak something about that and explain so you can also relate more with what I would be explaining later about your question, direct question. So, in the terms of shifting or your personal experience and how to look at shifting from your perspective, like what it is, are you shifting through dimensions or densities or realities? Well, of course, it's all of it, all at the same time, because those are just different concepts. So it's not or this or that, but all of them at the same time. It just like speaking just about different thing and different point of view about shifting. So in a sense, you are shifting through realities, but there is also like a big reality, or how you could understand it, that you are shifting through. So it's not that you would be constantly shifting that reality, but you are shifting your state of being, your state of consciousness and perception of that reality you are in. But definitely you can make bigger shifts within that reality that would feel like you are shifting to completely different reality, and that can of course happen. And in that sense, you are also shifting, let's say, densities, but not so much as a density as a whole, if we would consider it to be something very wide in a range of frequencies. But definitely recently was happening, and on individual level, that's something what happens, that there is a certain shift from what you understand to be third density into fourth density. So that is something that you also experienced, and what you are describing with your perceptions and feelings about time. And there are also other attributes how you can tell that you shifted. So that is something that you felt that it was definitely some bigger shift that you experienced through density. But in a way, now you are anchoring in that new density, so it's not that you would be experiencing that much of a shift into another density. It's more like a new levels, or exploring this new density. So then it's that. Of course, there is also, you could understand it as shift in dimension, but dimension is something that is again more like overlapping all of this. So you could understand the level of reality that is more direct, more closer to you. There's something that you are living in as a physical being as well, although it's quite about energy and how it's built up into, let's say, physical experience, illusion, or even hallucination in a way, or simulation. Over that, you could understand more energetic parts of it, vibrations of your experience as a density. It's just a different, almost like you would understand it to be different axis of a perception. And then dimensions, or dimension, is something that all this experience is within. It's much wider and less physical experience. And so you experience all of this, because if you experience shift into new reality, you also experience shift in density and dimension. So that's natural. So what you experience the more or the most is that shift into new density that you now feel as your time is passing by in a different way. And so what you are now experiencing is like going through wormhole, and so time feels like it's passing by faster. It's almost like when you are speeding up on a highway. When you go very fast, you see trees and other cars passing by much faster than you are on a regular road or just walking. So in that sense, you can also imagine it like going through hyperspace, like in your movies. Everything is smudged when you are moving faster and faster, and that is a period of time when you are adjusting yourself, and eventually you will end up in a new kind of like reality, new density, fully and ground there, yourself there, and then it will balance, and you would feel like time is passing in a more usual way when you would be there, but still it will be new reality, new density, and new dimension for you. New reality with the different properties of time, how it's passing by, but because you went through that wormhole, all of that was adjusting, so it would feel natural for you, like something you experienced also before, but it still would be different feeling, but more like that you are not just running like through hyperspace. So and this stage can take quite a long time, and it can shift. You can sometimes feel that you are going slower, then faster, and so on. And then it will level up in a certain way when you land in that new world. Then for the question about like how you can tell that you shifted into the new reality, let's call it that way. So one thing is that you are shifting. As you are shifting, you can feel that shifts in time perception, how you feel. So it means also that you are naturally rising your vibrations. They are rising means that they are going in a way faster, that you are functioning as a whole being much faster. And that's what we are as well. So you are aligning yourself with our vibration, or vibration of those who you are connecting with and want to connect still more. So that's adjustment as well for you to vibrate on a similar or enough similar level to connect more and more. And so another thing that can happen, or not that can happen but happens, when you are going through that, let's call it a wormhole of shifting and landing into new vibration and experiencing those adjustments, is that you can experience faster manifesting, that you desire something, but it doesn't come from your ego. It's something that is natural for you to attract, so you are connecting more with your higher self, and so those desires you can have are just natural information that you are receiving from higher self, like what would be in a more benefit to you. So having desire without insistence, it opens you up to actually receiving and shifting your reality. And that's why you also experience those changes last few weeks that you really liked. So it was also, it's another way of how you can see that you are in a new vibration or functioning in a new vibration. And that means that you are as well, of course, in a different density level, and that's why you are allowed, or you allowed yourself to have all these, let's say, new abilities, and so you can also manifest much faster right now. You're also manifesting faster because, as I said, you are allowing it. So when you let yourself to align with the more natural things for yourself, and that could be, of course, those adjustments with the diet and health, physical health, but also acting on certain passions that you have. For example, being more in the nature and building and creating like you loved to do when you were a child. All these things are allowing you to be more aligned with that innate or most natural and innocent part of you, that's pure part of you, and removing all those things that you picked up during your life that are not serving you, then you will be able to again continue naturally. You don't have to push it. As you arrived into this point, you were not pushing it at any point. So just continue doing as always, just let it happen, and you are on a great path to just adjust naturally to those things. So sometimes, of course, it can feel like it's going negative again or not comfortable, but it's just all those adjustments that are happening to you while you are running through that wormhole and speeding up through through this process. So I hope this helps you and answers your questions, and also to other people.